What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another YGOpro duel video, and this time I'm going to be playing with this Herald deck yet again. I haven't played with this deck in a little while, but I felt like it was time to play with it again simply because of the fact that the cards for the deck are going to all be completely released next weekend in the Dragons of Legend Unleashed set in the form of Cyber Angel Benton and the Ritual Sanctuary field spell card. Both cards add a huge amount of utility to this deck of what it's capable of being, you know, what its output ceiling is capable of and all that sort of nonsense. The build you see on screen is just an experimental list that I have so far. Just trying out some interesting little things. Trying the one of Tech Christia because it's searchable. Stuff like that. Teching the one of Unicorn and one of Kaleidoscope because Kaleidoscope is searchable off Ritual Sanctuary. And then Unicorn is also searchable off Manju, which is searchable off Benton, effectively making Unicorn searchable off Benton. And giving some simple rank 4 interactions there as well as Unicorn being really good against certain decks because, you know, it still is a skill drain for every card from the extra deck. That is something to remember. And then, you know, summoning the Unicorn also searches you another ritual, so it's kind of a combo piece in that regard. There's a lot of just little things and little techie things I'm just testing in this build right now, and ultimately I don't know what's going to make the final cut because I am trying to figure out how to solve this deck's consistency issue because I'm having some problems with it. But there might be just an easier solution that I'm not seeing. But anyway, that's sort of it for just talking about this deck. It's basically just, you know, the same thing I've been playing with just, you know, a few months ago up until now, because literally I want to try this deck again in ranked when the cards are released to be TCG legal next week. But I just wanted to play with it a little bit right now just to kind of, you know, show you guys some of the things that it is still capable of doing. So let's just jump into the games. Alright, so the unfortunate aspect of this is the fact that none of these cards are TCG legal yet, so I do have to play them in unranked. And the other unfortunate aspect here is the fact that, oh my god, the bricks. Okay, maybe these honest should just be more consistency cards, but I don't know what consistency cards I can add. But yeah, this is bad. This is bad juju. Alright, so I guess we'll just summon this. I couldn't even normal summon Manju and get Dawn of the Herald. Because one, I would use two of them, and two, like, if I did so, like, Dawn of the Herald requires exact numbers, if I remember correctly. I think the only one that doesn't require the exact level is Hymn of Light. That's the only one, so that's unfortunate. 10 key. What are you doing? What are you playing? What are you playing today? Let's find out. Lunalights. Oh, shit. I could get my nonsense pushed in, especially since we're playing in unranked, so he does have access to Crimson Fox, so he can make this 0. So that might be a problem. I could just be absolutely pushed in. But then again, I have Honest, so I don't see that being the case. But he gets to summon this, bring this back. He's got Fusion Substitute, which basically is polymerization, but he has to use things on the board, which is fine. I guess that card works okay in this deck, because you do have this card. I never really thought about it that way. Oh well. So, Lunalight Cat Dancer. So this thing gets to add back his White Rabbit. This gets to tribute a monster on the board if he has one, but it doesn't look like he's going to have one. I don't know. If he runs headlong into this Honest, I mean, it's going to suck for him, but I mean, I'm still nowhere near putting out just an amazing board because of the fact that I need to draw into, like, Ritual Sanctuary or something. But, oh, this card can't be destroyed in battle. That's something. Well, I'm still going to Honest here for the reasoning of doing damage and preserving this on the board seems to be the ideal. And then also it just allows me to go Instant Fusion for Nord and bring back Honest next turn and then overlay into Deltaros. Deltaros, pop a card, get to draw a card. So I can pop this, per se. So it seems like it's fine for me. Dawn of the Herald, okay. Equal exactly 6. Okay, well that's actually good that I drew that, because this can search Benton now. But first things first, I'm going to go Instant Fusion into Norden, into this Honest, and then I'm just going to make Deltaros. So Deltaros will pop, this effect will pop that, draw a card. And the reason I'm going to pop that first is because that could be like the Lunalight thing that says when it's destroyed by a card effect, you get to add 2 Lunalights, and I don't want to deal with that. And then I can just destroy this through Deltaros' effect to actually just do some things. Oh, it's Torrential. Oh, so interesting. That's a pre-prep. That's actually amazing. Alright. Alright, we're just getting there over and over again. Alright, so we'll pop this. And so now I have pre-prep. I've got Manju. Oh, this is great. This is amazing. Okay. It took a little doing, but we got there in the end. Alright, so we'll search Benton. So I've got Dawn of the Herald, Benton, and then this can search for Saphira, which means it's basically just on lock. So yeah, this and Saphira. This entire deck has so many different ritual cards and different ritual engines. It's hilarious. But so this will summon the Herald of Perfection using the Benton. I'm going to add the Honest back to my hand. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't even need to because of Hymn of Light protecting it at least once. So there is that. But I get to add the Benton back, and then the Benton will allow me to search for another fairy. Now, what is in my graveyard, per se, actually? Actually, I don't think I care at this point. I'll just add the Manju here. I need to see exactly what's in my graveyard, but I don't think I'm going to get to 4, so I can't search Christia and summon it. No, not at all. There's only going to be one more in there. So, yeah. But at least here I can just search Honest. And that way I can take a card out of his hand. Or I could actually search Scepter, because then Scepter plus Sovereignty would just be really strong. And then I just get to add Honest back off of Saphira. So there is that. So yeah, that works. Actually, no, Honest is under this. Whoops. Alright, well at least this is being protected by Hymn of Light, because that has that effect. It's basically a Return of the Dragon Lords-esque card. So we'll just attack with these. I mean, this is game anyway, right? Should be. I mean, this is 5,000, and this is 64, and he's at 62. So if he has anything like Battle Vader or Trag or something like that, I mean, I guess I get to negate it because of Herald of Perfection. But yeah, that one took a little doing, but ultimately seems to have worked out in my favor. Alright, well, that was rather short, so I think I'm going to go in for another game. Absolutely going to go in for another game, actually. Hopefully the person actually stays just as well as this person did. Because that's my biggest problem with playing in unranked, is that people will just absolutely leave. It's absolutely horrendous for trying to record. Alright, this hand is actually pretty damn decent. It doesn't have Herald of Perfection, which is gonna suck. But it does allow me to go Ritual Sanctuary into Hymn of Light, and then this into Benton, and then I'm able to search cards. So, yeah. Alright, we'll go with that. So we'll just do the Ritual Sanctuary, discarding this, and get Hymn of Light, and then this will get the... well, actually, I could have made a rank 4 here as well, but actually, no, that would have only gotten 1 search. I need 2. I could have searched Kaleidoscope off of the Ritual Sanctuary and then searched Unicore off of this, and then played it. I mean, it's there. That's there for easy rank 4 potential. That's what it's there for. But so we'll get Benton here, and I'll basically just set up Scepter Sovereignty, because that's basically the best thing that can happen with this hand, unfortunately. I really like this deck. It just seems rampant with consistency issues. If there's a way to solve it, then by all means, I'm game. I love playing this deck. This deck is great. I love playing this deck. This deck is insane. But otherwise, I don't know. Alright, so we'll go to end phase here, and then this will activate. I'll draw 2, then discard 1. I just want to see what cards I get to. So that's Honest and a pre-prep. I'm okay with ditching this Honest. The pre-prep is more valuable to me because that's a Herald of Perfection next turn. And then I'm able to do some things with Scepter Sovereignty here. Okay, so Battlin Boxers. Damn, man. Casual land of unranked. Let's go. So, sending Glassjaw. Don't you... Okay, so you special this. You cannot conduct your battle phase for this turn. Okay, I'm okay with that. So, Lead Yoke. I remember you. I remember you from 2013. So, Lead Yoke, set 2, and pass. Alright, that's another Scepter. That's actually really good. There's only 2 spells engraved, so this would make 3, which isn't enough to bring anything back. But we're going to go with this. We're going to try this. At the end of the day, if I get torrentialed here, I can protect Saphira with Hymn of Light. And then that's fine. It's fine and dandy from there. But so I'll get to go Scepter Sovereignty here. I'll be able to go into a Deltaros and pop both of these. That's an instant fusion. Jesus. So that's really good. I'm just seeing a whole lot of new cards here as well, so that's actually fine. So that's a unicorn. That's actually really good as well. Hey, alright, and that's actually the fourth. That's actually 4. Alright, okay. Alright here, so we'll just go into big man Delty. Delty Rose. And this guy will absolutely pop this card. Yes, that's called the Haunted. And so I get to activate this now. I'll detach Scepter because that's recyclable off of the field spell at this point. So I'll use Delta Rose to pop this card. He lost connection. See, this is what I was talking about. This is the thing that just annoys me about playing in unranked, because people just leave. I'm going in for one more. This video's too short. Like, I find that ridiculous that people just don't want to stay. People just don't want to stick around. But, alright. Yeah, this thing just is rampant with consistency issues. Because you just draw mismatched things. It's not like in Necros where literally every spell worked with everything. So that's potentially a problem there. I don't know what the solution is. The solution literally might be something like Gale Dogra. Like, if I'm being completely legit here. Ritual Beast, okay. Ritual Sanctuary, that's pretty good. That's pretty good because that gets Saphira. And then that gets Saphira, and then that allows me to summon Saphira and get Sovereignty, and then I get to go Scepter Sovereignty. Alright. So I'm playing against Ritual Beast in this one. So we'll find out what happens here. Hopefully I don't get hit with an MST, because that would suck, because I'm ditching this Instant Fusion. And that would be very valuable to me. Okay, so I get to keep going. Awesome. So we'll get Saphira here, because I can go Hymn of Light. Maybe cutting the Star Seraphs is like the answer. Maybe that, and like just adding more consistency boosters. But I don't know what other consistency boosters there would be, other than just Sinju and like adding Sinjus and adding maybe Gale Dogra, because Gale Dogra is one of the few other cards that that exists that actually gives you 2 cards for 1. Now you pay 6,000 life points to do so, which is by no means anything small, but you are still capable of like doing things there. And I'm gonna suicide this into the Apelio. Seems pretty simple. If anything, it forces it like the not ambush. What is it? Steeds. If anything, it forces Steeds there, but I need to draw another spell card next turn, because that emptiness really sucked. I was going to go Scepter Sovereignty. I was going to Dougie all over his life, but looks like he didn't open as well as he needed to either, so that's fine. But then again, he could just easily like blow me out with, which one is it? Win? No, Laura is the one that summons from grave. So he could easily blow me out with that, but it looks like he's just going to play Instant Fusion, which means that this makes a rank 4 unless he has Win in hand, in which case he can make an Ulti Conahawk and he can search Ambush, and that would be pretty good. He would definitely be getting rid of the Norden. If this is Win or Elder in his hand, then this playline is actually pretty decent. But I don't know, he's just making Castel. I kind of agree with that, but not really, because this card doesn't really do anything to you. And like, I don't know. I have so many copies of it in the deck that I could easily draw another one as well. Even though it's not what I want to draw. I would prefer to draw Manju, any of those. See, what? I'm so confused now. You could have made some really cool plays. Oh wait, this summons from grave as well. This one is another Laura. I remember now. But you can't bring back the Apelio because it was already specialed that turn. What a sav. Rape. Yeah, that was just the incorrect play all around. You could have done that Norden play, or you could have just normal summoned this, brought back Apelio, and then made Conahawk and sent the 2 back to grave and searched Ambush, and then you would have been really, really good, in a really good position. Ah, Hymn of Light. Amazing. Alright, so we'll do this. There's no way he has another emptiness down. That's a Macro Cosmos. Alright, well, that's fine. This thing just has to be tributed, right? Yes, it does. Alright, so I'm going to go Scepter Sovereignty all over him. And so I'm going to pop that macro, and I'm going to pop this. And then I'm going to attack over both of these, and then it should just be fine from there. Like, this is why I don't like playing in Unranked, and this is why I don't like playing too many OCG things. I guess what I'm just going to have to do is I'm just going to have to start telling, like, you guys, my subs, that I'm online. So that way that like I can just have people like wanting to play me, and that way, like, it would be legitimate people trying to play legitimate things, or at least more legitimate things, I guess. Jesus Christ, those were some good-ass draws. Whoa. Alright, well, we're gonna make Delta Roast, because that's, like, the only option. And we're gonna pop this macro. And then, yes, use this, pop this, draw a card, yes. That's so powerful. You just see 3 new cards. Scepter Sovereignty is a fucking boss-ass combo. I love that. Ritual Beast Ambush. See, he already had Ambush. I don't know why you didn't just make Kanahawk. Why would you not make Kanahawk and Search Steeds if you already had Ambush and Macro? Like, why did you waste Instant Fusion and Castel my Ritual Sanctuary? Oh well. Can't really say anything too much about it, I guess. But I can use this. And what I can do is I can add Saphir and add back Hymn of Light and then go ahead and summon another one. That could be a possibility. Or I could just add Unicore, but that doesn't do anything here. Yeah, we'll just add Saphira. We'll add another Saphira. Because I'm just going to trigger this other Benson in my hand and search more cards. So, it's also just more things here. Yeah. He surrendered. Okay, see, this is literally it. Like, this is why I don't like playing randomly in unranked, because at least in ranked, people are playing things that are somewhat real. They're going in with a sense of trying to be rewarded for playing something better. And that's not to say that there aren't bad players in ranked. I mean, and that's not to say that unranked is all bad players. But, like, I feel like if I'm going to be recording videos, I either need to find someone that's going to record a few games with me. So I might just have to start doing stuff like that. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to start posting on my Facebook fan page when I'm going to go on DEVpro for recording sessions. Because I typically try to force a lot of recording sessions into one day, if at all possible. But this is why you see that I don't play a lot of, like, OCG decks anymore. Because I have to, like, root around in unranked and play these kinds of, like, people that just don't stick around. Even though in this case I can kind of understand, because, like, the game is literally won at this point. Because I have 2 Saphiras, I have the Deltaros, and I have an Honest to push through game damage anyway. But still, like, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of the whole unranked pool playing around in it. But I mean, I guess maybe I'll just have to do post-game commentary where I just play, like, for hours on end in unranked, and then only pick, like, the ones that are playing, like, decently, or stuff like that. But even that isn't what I like to do with this channel. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is to this. Let me know what you guys think a solution is to this in the comments down below. I think the solution is literally just to go on my Facebook fan page when I'm going to do recording on DEVpro and say, yo, I'm going to be on DEVpro for the next couple hours. If you want to play some games, message me. So that might be the only thing that is the real solution here, because then I'll be able to play people that want to play me and also do video editing in some sort of reasonable way. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that entire thing in the comments down below. I'm going to let this video be self-contained. I'm going to let this all be one video, and I'm going to let this be it. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description to my Facebook pages, personal and Facebook fan page. If you're interested in playing me on DEVpro, I guess that's going to be the solution. I'm going to act as if that's the solution. If you're interested in playing me on DEVpro, go like the Facebook fan page. That way you should be able to see when I make a post saying, hey, I'm going on DEVpro to record for the next couple hours. If you want to play me, send me a message. My username is obviously PhoenixFlareX. All that sort of nonsense. So definitely go like the Facebook fan page if that's something you are interested in doing. If you're interested in playing me for some potential videos or not. Or if you just want to play me randomly. Because I'm typically do accept people that just message me randomly and say, hey, do you want to play a quick game? I usually do accept those people regardless of whether or not it's going to be filmed or not. Just don't send me a random duel request. Literally message me first. Because I almost turn down every single random duel request because I'm like, no, I've got something to do. But anyway, that's it for this video. Long outro was long. As always, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, take care.